Hey Capricorn, welcome to your first reading of the new year. Actually, it's the second reading since I did your morning musing this morning. If you missed that, you can wait till the end of this reading, and when the end screen pops up, there will be a little box that shows you the morning musing. Just click on it and it will start to play. Or you can go back to the channel, view the videos, and it should be the one at the top. So the morning musings are just a little something extra that I've added to the channel. They're short little musings in the morning, the little readings that I do before I kind of get my day started. I like to tap into the energies that are coming through for the signs that I read for later that day. So that's what that's about. It's like a little behind the scenes. So please join me for those. Whether or not I continue them will be based on viewer interest. So subscribe, click the bell, and watch those readings. Anyway, I'm bringing you a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. If you're here as a sun sign and it doesn't speak to you, you can always watch your reading that aligns with your rising sign, be a cross watcher, do whatever you need to do to tap into the messages that are meant for you. Okay, so I'm pulling two cards from Spirit Animal Oracle. One for Divine Masculine, one for Divine Feminine, and feel free to flip the energies around. As long as the storyline resonates, that's the most important thing. Same thing with the labels, Divine Masculine, Feminine. I set a structure, but if it's reversed for you, that's fine. Masculine gets 39, Moth Spirit, Surrender Now. Surrender now, that beautiful Luna moth. Give it over, release, perfect. Feminine gets card 20, Dolphin Spirit, This and That Are True. This and that are true. So it's being able to hold two competing ideas and notions in your mind at the same time and be able to see how each one can be true. It does feel connected to the morning reading, which I titled Focus on the Win-Win. So it's asking, that morning reading feels like there might be a discrepancy in how you and your divine counterpart are viewing the connection, and therefore this and that are true. Right? What's true for one doesn't necessarily negate what's true for the other. And since we're in this together, or we're supposed to be, that reading did kind of ask you to look for the win-win. Look for a way to come through a period of reconciliation. Got it? Okay. This is from Soul Coaching Oracle. It is a little love note. Oh, I like this one. Flow. The glory of the universe flows through me. I like that. Especially for Capricorn. Right? Just get in the flow. Reminds me, it's not a coincidence in my mind that I am bringing you this reading on the eve of the first new moon, of the new year, which is in your sign, Capricorn. And as the CEO of the zodiac, that you know that you are, Capricorn, spend a little extra time preparing your intentions, because it's important to not just set your intentions for this next lunar cycle, but for the year. This first new moon in your sign is real powerful, really asks us to take the 30,000 foot view with regard to our goals, our ambitions, our spiritual practice, whatever that means to you, your connection, and really project off into the future. So I, for one, am doing a month by month, like a 12-point intention setting ritual for this new moon. Just my little hint. Okay, let's see what's going on in your connection. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the Hermit meets the Emperor. Here is the wisdom. Here is the action, the taking control, what shall I say, the initiation, right? This is the going within, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the Divine Masculine coming into the reading in the energy of self-introspective. looking for self-awareness. This is a personal journey inward. It's perfect for the Surrender Now card. It's definitely about that inward journey where the feminine stepping into the reading in the energy of the divine masculine emperor, Aries energy, very action forward. So I love the kind of yin yang of it all. A little bit of role reversal, that's fine, because we all have both energies within us. We have masculine and feminine energies within. The goal is to balance them. So it's very common to shift, even if you're the feminine, to step into a little bit more of your masculine energy and vice versa. So it makes perfect sense, especially in the new year. Oh, look at this. 6 of Cups in the past. 4 of Cups, some present remoteness, maybe a little emotional disengagement. Not for long. Ace of Wands in the future. 3 of Wands for the feminine in the past. Page of Wands presently, and the Star in the future. Beautiful energies looking forward, guys. A wish granted here, maybe some healing, or at least keeping hope, faith, and trust alive that the universe has your back, feminine, and will grant the wish. But I feel there's like this, look at the power, the initiation. After this period of the inward journey of the Hermit, we have a masculine that kind of steps into their power and accepts this divinely guided, inspired passion. So really nice. In the past, 6 of Cups and the 3 of Wands. Well, we know that the 6 of Cups references nostalgia. It is about our childhood or youth. It is also a card that represents past life soulmates or someone from your past, usually what we call a twin flame, but not necessarily for everyone. And then we have this 4 of Cups, which is a little bit of potentially a missed opportunity or some emotional detachment, emotional withdrawal, which is very possible since we have the Hermit. And the feminine right now, their experience is this Page of Wands. The Page of Wands came out in the morning reading, I believe, as did the Star. And it felt to me as if the Page of Wands was just some energy that wasn't taking things as seriously as was desired. So we'll see what happens. All right, Hermit. Wow. So the solitary journey, this masculine is kind of going through it. The Tower, the Aries energy of the Tower suggests to me that something is shifting in a major way for this masculine. Old structures coming down, meaning, maybe even some belief structures, some ways of being that haven't served are being moved out of the way. Sometimes that kind of comes in unexpectedly. And there's the opportunity to answer the call, receive the second chance. This is forgiveness, second chances, answering the call of the past life soulmate. So there's a lot of beautiful energy here. I feel that almost as if it's all taking place at once. So we have 3 major arcana. We have the Hermit, the Tower, and the Judgment. Boom, boom, boom. So as one goes to look within, sometimes we get shocked and everything that we held to be true crumbles. And then we rise like the phoenix for a fresh opportunity, a second chance at life, at love, at happiness, whatever you want to call the Judgment card, Scorpio energy. So it's beautiful and yet powerful. And yes, it is about this past life soulmate. There's the 6 of Cups again. So that's a little bit of confirmation. Whew. That's powerful right then and there. No wonder we have the Surrender card. Beautiful energy. I'm going to put it here so I don't forget. Perfect description of what the masculine is going through, and how important will it be for this masculine to stay in flow, to kind of not push, not rage against the river, but to sort of go with it wherever it leads. 6 of Cups in the past. Such a beautiful energy, balanced emotions, the harmony. Yes. So this masculine, patient, the wisdom of the patience, the beautiful energy of temperance, which is Sagittarian energy, sort of allowing things to come into flow. See how the angel has the two chalices there, and the angel goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, kind of bringing all the energies into flow. Yeah, think of temperance as self-control and restraint. Exercising that restraint and self-control with the wisdom, more wisdom of patience with regard to the past life soulmate here. Someone that has been in the picture in their life for a long time, likely this feminine. Endings and new beginnings, right? Ready to close out one chapter and start a new one in this connection. Closure on some issues and a brand new beginning that awaits the world card Aquarius and Capricorn, guided by Saturn in this case. And on the bottom, 9 of Pentacles. So a new beginning, I feel, with someone who is perceived as being independent, independent-minded at least, someone who may be single, very much an attractor. Someone who attracts to themselves what they love, what they desire, whether it's a living environment, a work environment, an opportunity. This is someone who's really kind of taking care of their own needs, wants, and wishes. The only thing they struggle with is attracting a stable love life. So just keep that in mind. That is the heartache of the 9 of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy, by the way. So we have Virgo twice here, Aries twice in the reading. 4 of Cups. Why is the 4 of Cups here, please? Rejecting some karmic, I'm going to say just toxic energy. Maybe not karmic. There's something here that, this is your card, Capricorn. There's something here that feels like it is a little obsessive, a little possessive. Definitely something that gets its claws in and won't let go. So I'm almost feeling as if there's a rejection, a wholesale rejection. 4 of Cups with the devil energy. Yeah, like I'm not engaging in that. I'm not going to deal with that anymore, which is part of the wisdom of the, so if there's a karmic partner involved, if there happens to be any kind of dynamic here of any kind of dynamic that has the tendency to control your own energy. It could be addiction, it could be obsession, it could be, right? It can just be controlling behavior, manipulation, someone who can't stand to have things any way but their way. This is stubbornness. So even in the lightest of energies of the Devil card, which is, hey, take a little walk on the wild side. Don't be so serious, right? If we think about the opposite energy of the Devil, it's usually something lighter and free-spirited and not taking oneself so seriously. But that is even what's being resisted here. So this is someone who the 4 of Cups, it's like a rejection of something that feels a little bit more over-controlled, a dynamic that they haven't been able to escape. And now they are. Yeah, it's bringing in a lot of confusion, emotional overwhelm. So I feel the 4 of Cups in this case is more of a keeping things at bay. Underneath we have the 10 of Cups. So there is love here, or a desire, since it's underneath, it's coming from the psyche. So a desire for the happily ever after, for this beautiful energy of a lasting love, emotional contentment. 10s are about completion, kind of, reaching that ultimate nirvana. I was saying the other day, I had a little fortune cookie. I'm keeping it here now. And it said, if you want the rainbow, you have to tolerate the rain. And I get the feeling by these cards here that this masculine has had enough of the rain. They've had enough. They're ready for the rainbow. So even though there's a lot to process here and there may be some confusion, or they may be feeling there's some illusions contained within the devil energy, they're kind of keeping it at bay. There's an emotional detachment here that's allowing them to move through the tower moment, that's allowing them to answer the call of the connection and therefore reach for their happily ever after. So for some of you, this can be right? It can be workaholism, alcoholism, you know, any kind of addiction, anything that is something that's like a habit or a pull on one's ego, actually. It's a pull on one's ego. So I feel it's being resisted, even though it's a little overwhelming. And then we have, boom, this divine gift of inspired passion going forward. That is no little page. That is a torch of passion. Wow, Queen of Swords. Yep, truth seeker, truth teller. So the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, always seeks to kind of find a way to level the playing field by getting to the heart of the matter. So I love that her hand is extended. It's open. It's saying, I'm ready to have a meeting of the minds. Like, let's have a sharing of the ideas here, but as long as it's truthful and honest, no fluff, just the stuff. And I like that here because I feel as if there's going to be a cleanup on aisle 5 with regard to this. We have everything. We've got the Tower. We've got the Judgment. We've got the Devil. We've got the Seven of Cups. It's a lot here that has to be sorted through. The only way out is through. And the Queen of Swords is the perfect energy for that. As you reignite the torch of passion, you kind of have to get real with each other, is what I'm feeling from the Queen of Swords, right? What do you want? This is about commitment. This is about life partnership. This is about building stability, groundedness, abundance. Got an Ace of Wands and a Ten of Pentacles. Pretty amazing. But yes, there are things that have to be sorted through, questions that have to be asked and answered as you wrap up everything that's come through this last cycle, right? We've got the World, so we know there are endings and new beginnings. I'm feeling the ending energy right now, and keeping the hope here with the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, that then you can move on to something more grounded and stable and abundant in the connection. Really powerful. Feminine, showing up in the energy of the Emperor, taking control. That's divine masculine energy. Wow. King of Wands. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine. Some Leo there, Aries and Leo. And the Hermit. So, I feel that the feminine is kind of in the driver's seat here. Either that, or is showing up in the reading with an acknowledgement to the process of the masculine. Since we do have the Hermit, and the Hermit is how the masculine's showing up, it can be a nod to this person, my divine masculine, this person I so adore and am so attracted to and so connected to energetically, is on a solitary journey. So I feel it could potentially be a little bit of both. As the card says, this and that are true. So there's a little bit of both here. What's underneath? Yeah. Moving forward slowly, the Knight of Pentacles. Any action here, feminine, if you're planning to take any action, the hint here underneath is that on some level you have to know that you need a plan and that you have to move forward slowly, methodically, deliberate, intentionally, with a plan. So it's nothing about, I'm feeling a lot of fast-paced energy with the Emperor and the King of Wands share a lot of personality traits. That Hermit is your kicker. It's the one that lets you know, wait a minute, this person is on a solitary journey. There's wisdom in that, and underneath is an affirmation of, so go slow. Slow and steady will win the race. Got it? Okay. Three of Wands in the past. Yes, manifesting the twin, calling in the, this is the 1111 card, the beginning of life partnership in this twin flame soulmate connection. Queen of Wands. So now we have a king and queen. I'm getting the impression And a King of Swords underneath. Good. King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Swords. So definitely your connection here. There is a lot of attraction of physical and mental realms. Swords is the mental realm, the communication, the sharing of ideas, the intellect, and the Wands energy is pure on, full on passion, pure spontaneity, creative energy, physical attractiveness and chemistry. It's beautiful energies coming through. And I sort of feel like the King of Swords underneath may have sort of thrown a little bit of cold water on something here in the past, because the King of Swords. King of Swords is kind of sometimes a little cool as a cucumber, and a little aloof, because what they're mainly interested in is doing things the right way. So sometimes it can, the cool energy of the swords here can kind of throw cold water on all this passionate fire, fire, fire. Just saying that, it's underneath. But I feel that this feminine really knew what they wanted in the past. Ready to take action in that Queen of Wands, use a little bit of that magical, mystical energy with that little black cat at her feet. So I just feel as if the goal was around this King of Swords, which I feel is coming from the masculine side. And right now, we've got a little Page of Wands. Page of Wands, not a king. I'll just say that. This is a strike the match and get the spark going versus the ace. So it's possible that this is like an initiator. Wow. King of Cups. Hang on. Eight of Swords. So there's, all right, not knowing your next best step forward, feminine, to reach a King of Cups. Underneath, you got some options here, something to figure out. So I feel there's a little bit of stuck energy for the feminine right now. Am I dealing with a page, a little bit of a player, or am I dealing with a King of Cups? Someone who is emotionally available, sensitive, compassionate, caring, even emotionally vulnerable. There's emotional intelligence in the King of Cups that doesn't exist in the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands wants to get their needs met when they want to get them met. It's usually about delivering messages for the pages. So in this sense, the page is flirtatious. The page is more interested in the back and forth, the repartee, right? The, sexy talk. You see what I'm trying to get at. Word games. And I feel that this feminine is stuck because what they really want is a King of Cups, somebody coming forward from their heart, from the fullness of their emotions, and that they're free to be with the feminine on an emotional level. And this Eight of Swords is like, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do here. I'm kind of feeling trapped. I'm not sure what I'm really dealing with. And underneath is a Two of Pentacles. There are some realities to weigh in real time, some things to consider, juggling of priorities, being ready to kind of figure it all out, sort it all out in a moment's notice. If you notice, he's always hopping up and down on his feet with a raging sea behind him. So I like the Two of Pentacles here because it's kind of suggesting that this feminine, even though they're in this stuck energy of the Eight of Swords, to some degree in the psyche knows, well, as soon as I sort it out, I'm going to be ready to take action. I see a lot of action cards here for the feminine, and the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles is what's moderating the pace. So that's good. In the future, and it does feel very much, I'm going to say it again, like this and that are true. So I do see a feminine who's holding in reserve this and that are true, holding in reserve two different possibilities, two different ways forward almost. Being ready to take action, but also weighing everything out in real time. The star, the beautiful Aquarian energy of the star in the future. The Three of Wands again, right? Manifesting your wish. Wish come true, the star. I almost feel as if you're calling in This guidance, the wish being granted, little resistance or defensiveness, could be standing up for yourself. Yes, that's what it is. Underneath is the Ace of Cups. So feminine knows, this is my one true love. I'm calling it in. I want the wish granted. I got to push back. I have to stand up for myself. This is right. Fight off any other energies that are coming toward you, feminine. Push back on it, because this is your opportunity, this one true love. So I do feel it's a nice future looking, future facing energy here for both of you. I'm going to take it to the extended and do the 3-card pull with the situation, the issue, or the energy you need to be focused on. Really helpful, Capricorn, for this new moon. The block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that very specific issue. And then what can you do about that block, challenge, dynamic, or what can you expect to come of it? I'll clarify all that. Then I'm going to look at your messages to and from each other. What are you trying to say? What do you want the other to know? Especially energetically. Then a card for you, Capricorn, from your higher self, spirit, or the universe. We'll see what kind of messages or advice your spiritual team has to offer. And last but not least, the outcome position. What can you expect going forward? If timing's a factor, it would show up in that spot. So if you want to join me, if this is speaking to your storyline, the link to the extended is below. I will see you there in 2 seconds. Otherwise, I'll see you on a future reading. And don't forget to check out the morning musings, Cap. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.